This is James Holder, Private TV, in association with Macklin's Gym. I've with me, I've got former WBA World Champion and undisputed cruiserweight king, Mr. David Haye. We're here today at the official sort of media day for Haye Day 2 against Arnold the Cobra. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice, relaxed. Been a lovely turnout here at Canary Wharf, and everyone's welcomed me, and everyone's looking forward to the fight. Obviously, the O2 Arena is just around the corner from here, so a lot of the people, the onlookers here, will be at the O2 on Saturday night. Exciting times. They're feeling good.
How confident are you that you can wipe the Cobra out pretty early?
I'm not sure about early. I'll be able to wipe him out at some stage. I don't know how tough he is. I've not seen much of him. I purposely I don't really study someone. If he would have fought a Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua, I'd have watched the fight. But he hasn't fought anyone on that level, on a real, as far as I'm concerned, world level opponent, to watch how his style is against that. So I haven't really watched him. Shane had a look at a couple of his fights. He's looked at his strengths. He's looked at what he does well, and we're planning for him to be twice as good on Saturday night and to deal with that.
With the WBA situation with Lucas Brown and with your history with the WBA, is that a prominent route you would like to go down the WBA?
Yeah, it's all very sort of uncertain at the moment. Obviously, Lucas Brown, has he been stripped officially now?
I think so.
Okay, he has been, yeah. So now we no longer have a WBA champion. He went to Russia to beat Shagayev in Grozny, Chechnya. He's a super champion. But I believe the winner of Klitschko and Fury are mandated to fight the winner of Ustinov and Ortiz, right? So the winner, how interested the winner of Klitschko and Fury would be to fight the winner of Ortiz and Ustinov, I don't know. But that's that sort of situation going on. You've also got Fraser Crendell, I believe, who's got a claim on the title. So it's a bit uncertain at the moment. But yeah, for sure, I'm the former WBA champion. If there's an opportunity for me to fight someone for that title, well, I'd take the opportunity with both hands.
Who do you think would be a harder challenge for you to win a world title against at this moment in time? Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua? What title do you think would be the easiest title for you to go after?
Strangely, I'd say, looking at the last couple of fights, going on people's last performances, you'd have to say, sort of probably controversially, I think Tyson Fury would be the easiest guy. Looking at his last fight against Klitschko, he didn't throw that many punches. Looking at his press conference the other day, he looked really grossly out of shape. Now look at Deontay Wilder and AJ. They're both supreme athletes. Both take boxing very, very seriously. You just got to look at their body and know that these guys are in the gym. These guys are watching their diet. They're not cutting any corners. And so I'd say someone of that mindset would be a lot tougher to beat than someone who just allows himself to just fall apart between fights.
Would that be potentially a fight for this year? Do you see yourself in with either Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think the boxing gods will be that kind to me to lay a world title on the plate this year. I think they're going to make me earn it a little bit. So maybe after I've beaten Cobra, I'll beat up Shannon Briggs. Then after Shannon Briggs, we can then start looking at the heavyweight landscape. Because anything could change, anything could happen. At the moment, you've got, AJ could lose against Brazil. Tyson Fury could lose against Klitschko. The fight could get rescheduled between Deontay Wilder and Povetkin for later on this year. Deontay Wilder could lose the title to Povetkin. So there's so many different connotations of what could happen. Then you've got the WBA situation. What happens there with seeing though Lucas Brown has been stripped of the title. So there's so many different things that can happen. I'm not worrying about world titles yet. I'm just focusing on the job in hand, and that's a guy who's never lost in 29 fights. Arnold the Cobra. I'm looking forward to Saturday night, and also the fight, I'm really happy to say, is free and exclusive and live on Dave. So the home of witty banter, so everyone can tune in and watch the fight.
Obviously, Deontay Wilder was scheduled to fight the same night as you in Russia. Now it looks like he's failed the sort of drug test, if you like. So we're not quite sure what's happening with Povetkin and his people. Have you got a reaction to that?
Yeah, I was surprised as anybody was. I followed Povetkin his whole career, and he's always been a very, very good fighter. Obviously lost in his bid to beat Vladimir Klitschko in a huge fight in Russia. But failing the drug test, it is what it is. You know, he had it in his system the same way Lucas Brown had something in his system. How it got there, as far as the drug testers are concerned, is irrelevant. The fact is you had something in it. That's it. Whether you could prove you didn't do it on purpose or not, it appears as though you've got to take the punishment for it. So, you know, what Deontay Wilder does from here, what happens to that fight, because it was a mandatory fight. I think we've got to wait for the WBC to do their investigation and figure out what their ruling is.
Quite finally, David Haye, we've